I'd like to thank Poland for regularly hosting more than 4,000 enduring rotational U.S. military personnel, which is the fourth largest concentration of U.S. forces in Europe. And of course, in light of Russian force buildup near Ukraine, we appreciate Poland for hosting an additional 4,700 U.S. soldiers who are prepared to respond to a range of contingency. And they will work closely with our State Department and with Polish authorities should there be any need to help American citizens leave Ukraine. Under the 2020 Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement signed by our two countries, Poland strongly contributes to these deployments by providing facilities and logistical resources which we truly appreciate.
I am here today to show the United Kingdom's steadfast support for Ukraine. I'm very impressed that despite the Russian aggression towards Ukraine, that life here in Kiev goes on. And I am impressed by the level of stoicism, both from the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian government. We admire your fortitude in the face of Russian aggression, and we stand with you in defence of your right to determine your own future. We're very proud, as the United Kingdom, to be at the forefront of support for Ukraine. We've provided defensive weapons and we've trained 22,000 members of the Ukrainian army. And when the Prime Minister visited Kiev earlier this month, he announced we're providing 88 million to support Ukraine's democracy and energy independence. Today, I can announce the next component of our support, increasing our funding for these projects to a value of £100 million. I'm also proud, together with Dmytro, to be launching our new trilateral partnership with Poland and Ukraine. We will intensify work on defence and security, sanctions, energy security and countering disinformation. And this demonstrates that the United Kingdom is willing and ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with allies across Eastern and Central Europe. Russia must think again. Despite their claims, Russia's military build-up shows no signs of slowing. There is currently no evidence that their forces are withdrawing, and we need Russia to step back from the brink. They must take the path of diplomacy. Last week, I delivered a strong message to Sergei Lavrov in Moscow. I told him directly that Russia must respect Ukraine's sovereignty and engage in meaningful talks. If they do not choose the path that we have laid out, I made it clear the price that Russia would pay. We are ready with our allies to impose severe costs on Russia. There would be severe economic costs through an unprecedented package of coordinated sanctions. The United States have been clear that Nord Stream 2 would not go ahead, and Russia would risk creating a prolonged and drawn-out war with a terrible toll which would be borne by the Russian people. Russia would confirm its status as an international pariah. Instead, I urge the Kremlin once again to de-escalate and to choose diplomacy. In the Revolution of Dignity, the Ukrainian people were clear about the future they want. They chose freedom. And we will show the free world is prepared to stand up and support you in that choice. Together, we can turn the tide on Russian aggression, and we can build a more secure future for all of us right across Europe. Thank you.
We interrupt your regular programming. This is a national emergency. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly on the emergency broadcast system. We interrupt your regular programming. This is a national emergency. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly on the emergency broadcast system. Please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to give you an update on the situation regarding the Soviet Union and NATO. The North American Aerospace Defense Command has detected the launch of 80 intercontinental ballistic missiles that have been launched from the Soviet Union. These missiles are believed to be carrying nuclear warheads. The targets of these missiles are unknown at this time, but it is believed that the majority of them will come across and hit the United States. The United States and other NATO members are currently preparing for counter-strikes against the Soviet Union. For all those all across the United States, I urge you to seek a fallout shelter right away. Take at least 14 days of supplies with you to your shelter, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered, leave your shelter, as you are exposing yourself to radioactive fallout. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that this is a very scary situation, but we must work together to save lives, and we can rebuild, and make a stronger country. We will not fall to our enemies. America will not be broken. But for now, focus on saving you and your loved ones. Thank you for listening to my message. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. That was a message from President Kennedy. Please stay tuned for more information.
Yesterday, the Russian government publicly proposed to continue the diplomacy. I agree. We should give the diplomacy every chance to succeed. And I believe there are real ways to address our respective security concerns. The United States has put on the table concrete ideas to establish. We're proposing new arms control measures, new transparency measures, new strategic stability measures. Apply to all partners, NATO and Russia alike. We're willing to make practical, result-oriented steps that can advance our common security. We will not sacrifice basic principles. Nations have a right to sovereignty and territorial integrity. They have the freedom to set their own course, choose with whom they will associate. That still leaves plenty of room for diplomacy and for de-escalation. That's the best way forward for all parties in our view. We'll continue our diplomatic efforts in close consultation with our allies and our partners. As long as there is hope of diplomatic resolution, prevents the use of force and avoids incredible human suffering that would follow, we will pursue it.
One of your simulations, Mr. Kipper. All right. Flush the bombers, get the subs in launch mode. At DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1. Major Lim, give me a report.
Initial attack profile is a full-scale Soviet strike.
Whopper is putting our losses at 85%.
to 95% of the strategic forces.
What does Buffer recommend, Mr. McKittrick?
Full-scale retaliatory strike.
I need some machine to tell me that.
President's on his way to Andrews to join Airborne Command, so we have to give launch option.
Has he been in touch with the Premier?
Russians are still denying everything, sir.
We have a Soviet submarine launch detection.
Let's go into a launch mode. Close up the mountain.
This is Crystal Palace. We're closing up the mountain. You'll have to hurry. After the gates are closed, nobody gets in or out.
Initiate internal power. Generators on and functioning. External power disconnected. Seal off ventilation shafts. Shaft lock sealed.